All right, today we're going to break down a really key institution in Pakistan's legal world, the Federal Judicial Academy. We're going to look at what it does, how it started, and the huge role it plays in the whole machinery of justice across the country. So, let's start with a really big question, something that gets right to the heart of all this. Think about it. A country's entire justice system. It really comes down to the people running it, right? The judges, the court officials. So how do you make sure they're not just good, but great at their jobs? How do you train them to the absolute highest level? Well, in Pakistan, a huge piece of that puzzle is the Federal Judicial Academy. It's a government agency based right in the capital, Islamabad, and its mission is super focused. It's all about providing top-tier legal training. Okay, so when we say training the judiciary, who are we actually talking about here? Is this just for the top judges, the big names, or is it a wider net? And you know what? The answer's pretty impressive. It's not just for judges and magistrates, the ones making the big decisions. The academy also trains all the court personnel. And that's a huge deal, right? Because it shows they get that a strong justice system isn't just one person. It's everyone, from the judge on the bench to the staff keeping everything running smoothly. Okay, so we know what it does. But where did it come from? Let's dig into its backstory a bit. So the Academy actually got its start back in 1988. But the real game changer was in 1997. That's when the Federal Judicial Academy Act was passed. And look, this wasn't just some piece of paper. This was the moment it got its official backing, its legal muscle, you could say. It gave the Academy the structure and authority it needed to do its job on a national scale. All right, so you've got this super important legally backed institution. That means you need some serious leadership, right? So who's actually steering the ship here? Well, the whole thing is supervised by a board of governors. And this is smart, because it means the academy's big picture direction, its policies, it's all guided by a group of really experienced people. It keeps things focused and on the right track. And when you look at who's on this board, it tells you everything you need to know about how important this academy is. I mean, the head of the board is the Chief Justice of Pakistan. That's the top judicial job in the whole country. And other members? We're talking Chief Justices of the High Courts, the Attorney General. It's a real who's who of Pakistan's legal world. Then, for the day-to-day stuff, you have a Director General who keeps things running. Okay, but here's something you've got to understand. Even though it's the Federal Academy, it's not working in a vacuum. Nope. It's actually a key piece of a much, much bigger picture. Think of it like a giant puzzle of judicial training that covers all of Pakistan. The Federal Judicial Academy, or FJA, is like that central piece that connects everything else together. It's the main hub for a system that stretches out all over the country. So you don't just have the federal one, you've also got these other judicial academies in the provinces. There's one in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, one in Punjab, Balochistan, Sindh, even Gilgit-Baltistan. Each one focuses on its own region, and they all work together with the Federal Academy. It's this whole network, all pushing to raise the bar for the entire country. So, when you boil it all down, the Federal Judicial Academy really is the cornerstone for professional legal training in Pakistan. It's that central pillar holding up the standards for the whole judicial system. And that leaves us with one last, really big thought. Why does all this matter so much? Why is this kind of continuous, professional training not just a nice bonus, but absolutely essential for a country's judicial system? Well, when you think about it, the answer gets to the very core of what justice is all about.